Yo, what's up? It is 12:43 on a Sunday. I'm going to talk to my dad about what working together could look like. And even as I'm talking about it, I feel nervous. There's a lot of history, and it's weird because you might think, oh, he's your dad, like surely he loves you. And I know that he does, but there's a lot of history. There's damage, there's hurt, there's family dynamics that have been built up over generations and years. And so that's what it feels like I'm coming up against. It's been 2 years since I was working with him, and I left because I was pretty burnt out, depressed, hurting. So coming back now with new insights, maybe. I'm a new person. I'm a dad now myself. I also understand my own mental health better and what it looks like for me to be stable and strong, secure, and hold good boundaries, really. Not boundaries like to push someone away, but so that I can continue to let them be in my space without me needing to push out. Yeah, a little nervous. If you've ever worked with your family before, then you probably know what this feels like. This weird double kind of hierarchy and relationship with a boss and a father or a mother. It feels a bit hard to explain sometimes. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm going through and what I'm feeling. So what's my big ask? Me and Dad have been talking for the last couple of weeks about what I'm doing and how, and what are the ways of working. Even if I'm working on the most exciting thing that fills me with life, part of flow and part of being able to be in your flow state, I think the environment is a huge contributor to that. My dad's very entrepreneurial, very fast moving. For me, it's a lot when he says, let's go a certain direction, and then he wants to change it completely overnight without communication, without explanation. Sometimes it's like, what? We're doing that? I've been saying I need him to stick to a course, stick to a path. I want us to have more continual dialogue. I want to have a one-to-one weekly meeting with him where he shares what's going on, where I share what's going on, that we continue to be in sync. And that helps with him sticking to his word, because his word can change, and that's fine as long as I know about it. I want to be treated more like a partner, like a future owner of the business. Communication is key for that, and also me being able to express what I think. It doesn't have to follow my opinions, but listening to the opinions is important for me. I've typically held a much more passive backseat position. I'm really leaning into being a bit more direct. I've been much more like, he is very direct and let's go this way, let's do that. And normally when that's happening, I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, cool, let's do that. I might give an opinion like, oh, I don't know if that's the best thing to do. And he'll be like, no, it's good. And I'll be like, okay. I've been working through this with a couple of friends that are in similar spaces that work with their families as well, or have decided after working with their families like me, that they don't want to work with their families. And they've either decided to continue on that path or they've come back to it. So I've talked to some people, talked to my therapist about it as well. My therapist was unpacking with me that there's a lot of history, there's a lot of background to it. I have a tendency to try to appease my dad and go with what his desires are and what he wants, the ways that he wants to work. And it works maybe in the short term. It's like easy. It's like, oh, I don't need to go through the discomfort of saying no or him being frustrated.
You get McDonald's from mom and dad?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Sometimes we get to see it get like a bag.
Are you at home?
In double bed. Like, how about we do this? Same spot. Yeah. But no, I just fit McDonald's now, Sam.
Okay. Yeah, there's no McDonald's here, I don't think, because I'm passing by King's Cross.
Yeah, well, you go and settle down.
Okay.
What about if we go in Double Bay, like, that cafe?
Oh, yeah.
Double Bay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Bye.
And you.
Whew, I'm a little nervous now. I have a document that I was going to show him. There's a little bit of stuff that I need to do to it. I got some feedback from another friend. She was saying that I should be a bit firmer in the document, and then also put in a vision and mission statement for the fund that I'm going to be running. So I think I kind of have an idea of what I wanted to do. I don't want him to wait for too long. Appeasing the family. So I find that I will do that. And it works in the short term. It works getting through something. He's not upset. He's not icing me out. But the problem with that is that I end up over time losing my sense of self and what I want. We can compromise, but if you keep doing that again and again, you end up creating that separation and boundary naturally. Oh, you're still there and you're present in body, but internally you're like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not sharing much of myself. When I did stop working, I enjoyed hanging out more with my family, because before it was like, I'd just be so tired after all the appeasing that I ended up just being like, I don't really want to hang out. All right, we are here. Let's see what we can muster up. I will be the king of the world. Oh dear. Silly. Done. Wish me luck. Let's do this. Gotta hype myself up. Let's go. We got the PDF. Hello. You wanna see my new camera?
How may I help you?
Hello, really? Yeah. Dude, I'm so tired. Wow, I'm tired. Just had the talk with my dad. I showed him the document, talking about what type of working conditions I wanted, how I could see it fitting in with everything. I guess one of the big ones that I asked for was the ability to work on the 5th day on my own thing, which would be Fearlessly You. Talking to people like you guys. At first thought I wanted to be flexible about, but mentor figures, they were saying, no, that special day for you is actually really important. And I was like, why can't I just not care about it? Why can't I be like anyone else who has a side hustle and they just squeeze it in between things, or they do it after work and they hustle at night? Why can't I just not have my own unique design and be like everyone else? And as I was saying that, obviously, to my therapist, I was like, my whole thing is telling people that they should work with their own design. I'm someone that does better by having something on the side that I'm passionate about. So on that one, yep, that was good. But where do I feel uneasy? One, I don't know, he kind of said yes to my document. Maybe there's this question of whether he fully gets it or not, whether he fully understands the implications of it, or whether that yes wasn't really a yes, but just kind of vague. I'm not sure if it's exactly unease. Maybe a better way to describe it is I'm just exhausted, to be honest. And yeah, we were working through the doc, nervous, tense, a lot of nervous energy, of course, going into it. Maybe this is a defense mechanism of mine, just to think, we don't know for sure. Let's just wait. But yeah, ultimately, I got agreement on what I wanted. I mean, that's a win. That's what I wanted. Wow. So did it. We're not necessarily responsible for other people's reactions and responses to things. When we're too consumed by that, we're just trying to control other things. I'm leaning into the fact that I presented a document, it's written out, building on conversations we've had over weeks. Hey, what's up? I'm back. My SD card ran out of memory, so I'm back in the car park now. I'm gonna be okay with where this is at now. This is a good place. I'm gonna work with my family and business again. It's not gonna be without its challenges. It feels right. It feels like the right thing to do. It's a new chapter for how I work with my family, how I advocate for myself, not just for myself, for my sake, but for the sake of relationship between me and family. Advocate for them and their place in my life as well. Without it, I'm burnt out, I'm tired, busted up. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Kind of random that we ended up going on a little bit of a walk and I filmed some of it. It does kind of paint a bit of a picture into my relationship with my dad. It is a positive one. It's had its hiccups and its challenges. I've felt small many times, and yet I know that he's always wanted to do well by me. But he's just a man shaped by what he's shaped by. He has a frame of reference. I'm in a place where I still hope for change and new things, but I don't expect it for me to be okay with showing up.